Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a special edition of the Archer Jones Show, aka also combined with Wrestling Tonight. Doing it solo. And before I forget, we are sponsored by Lay's Potato Chips. Go get you some. And also, we're sponsored by Dunham Sports. Go to the location near you to buy some sports gear or whatever type of sports stuff you want. Now, stuff that's going to be talked about today and stuff that's going on this week. What I want to talk about is something I don't know how it'll affect me after I'm done talking about it, but it's just one of those things that just thinking about how I'm gonna like suggest it or somewhat. But the thing that was said on here, I don't know if I believe it or if I do or I don't because this guy like other main reason I got into it wrestling in the '90s besides a few other wrestlers, but it's just I guess this person had got me hope for like more black people getting like more of a chance and stuff, but it wasn't really up to that level, which kind of sucks. But what more can you do? It was I don't know what website it is, but a website had talked to Ahmed Johnson about like of course what he's doing in life and stuff about the past and things like that. So I think the thing is he's throwing the race card. So he was just thinking like some of the people, couple wrestlers were being like racist towards him and calling names, and that ruined his push. Like that big push he got in '96 when he was Intercontinental Champion and all the way up to now. But some people was posting it and they got some points with comments that was posted. They got some few points that he was like at times injured. That is true, but not, and these were the rumors I was hearing for like years ago that he hurts people in the ring. You can't fake everything, but those things I just call like some of them people that complain they hurt people with a bunch of crybabies. So that I don't get. But this one I don't understand, and hard to believe that he claims that it was Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold Steve Austin had stopped his push because they was getting the push. That one is hard to believe, and I'm not going to say if I agree or disagree with it, but I was expecting him to probably become world champion, but I do blame it on injuries. But I'm not going to say somebody else did it because we don't know until we hear from the other side, which I don't think they're going to talk about it or anything about it unless they ask them that this particular station. But yeah, like I said, Ahmed Johnson, he was one of my favorite wrestlers in the '90s, and some people say he couldn't wrestle. I thought he could, and I don't know if they expected. I think what it was is like they expected more out of him than any other average guy, or they just didn't like him in the beginning. So I don't know where to place that at. But of course, he was the first African American that won the Intercontinental Champion in WWE. So that did broke some barriers for like African Americans and like maybe other races to I wouldn't say like not just certain races that certain race I should say not racism but race certain race like hold like the titles and stuff like that because you had an Italian guy like Bruno Sammartino hold the WWE title for like such a long time. Then you had other people, well their background is like a certain heritage but they were like American. Well, you don't have that many like people that's from China, Japan, or just wherever countries that's out there, or like a guy that's from Africa or anything like that. And I think you have like a British like Intercontinental champion, but you never have a British world champion. So those types of things that just get you to think like why they haven't do it with this guy, why they didn't do it with that guy, or how would they just try to, how can I say, just give that person the push that they need, that they were getting. Because I know everybody's like, we were complaining about Kofi Kingston not getting the title push. He was getting the push, but that thing that he had, the incident he had with Randy Orton, kind of stopped that in the way. And I think you thought Wade Barrett was gonna like get up there since he won the NXT season one. You thought he was gonna get a push, but the only farthest push he got was being the Intercontinental Champion. And you thinking that, and he did also win King of the Ring, so you thinking that maybe he'd be good getting a bigger push to the next level, but we just never see that. And I think we would never know why they didn't push him. We would never know. But like I said, with the race card and stuff, like I say yes and no about WWE kind of playing the race card because there has been an African American woman that's been women's champion, and you got also African Americans that been tag teams, which was they had that early in the '80s. Intercontinental and United States type champion. They had like a bunch of African American wrestlers and some different type of wrestlers and stuff like that. They just recently now have a like Asian women's champion. Like, and I know some people are saying that's about time they probably put like an Asian woman on like a big title picture and having her hold it. But some people are saying the question is like, how long is she's going to hold it? Which is just kind of like head scratching. Is like, hopefully she's hold it like up to WrestleMania, or is she going to hold it past WrestleMania? And she's not going to be in the Royal Rumble because she has the title, and she probably going to end up defending it, that day, unless she loses it early. And I know some people won't be happy about that. But only thing we ask about WWE, I know some of us fans ask about is like, just put an African American WWE champion, not the World Heavyweight Champion or not the Universal Champion, but actually put an African American holding the WWE Championship. I know like the Universal Champion is not kind of new, but it's somewhat new. But it'd be good like have a first African American to hold that title, but also it'd be good to have a first African American have hold the WWE Championship as well. So only thing we're gonna do is just pray and see if they're gonna actually do that, and hopefully they will do that. Okay, so with the Ahmed Johnson situation, like I said, I was a big fan, still a big fan, and like I said, half of the stories I can't believe was some of it, like with the race card, it's like 50-50 for me. So like yes and no. So we'll see. I know there was something else I want to talk about too. Well, I just want to leave this out there. Like probably one of the shows that's down going on in the county. I know it's probably about to end like 10:30. That's NKE Wrestling. So they had some going on. They had the finals of their tag team championship tournament. Kids get a free mask. WrestlingFansSpeakout.weebly.com because the events and stuff is on there. Their special guest is Gangrel, Hornswoggle, and Al Snow. So that's one of those things that you can go check out. It's in Kenosha at the Brat Shop. Been there once before. Good guys, great show. Check them out. And the show that I'm just gonna review, Legacy Pro Wrestling. So with Legacy Pro Wrestling, they have a double main event. They have, I think it's Dave Soul and Rough Crossing going referee, going against a veteran. Uh, JC Bush going against Angel Armani. I didn't see their first match that they had last month, but I am going to see this one, and I will be there. So you guys see me there, just say hi or say what's up or have a little conversation or something, and maybe tell you some things or you tell me some things. So that's like a 4 day weekend that's going on here in Wisconsin for when it comes to wrestling and all that stuff. So it is like a few more days to the new year. So the new year should be going very, very good. And what else I'm going to talk about is like I know they had like these mini comic conventions and stuff in the Milwaukee area. Like they had the PopCon, which is like it's a good convention, but it's not like huge like they putting up there. It wasn't like a huge thing of a convention, and that they got these little Milwaukee comic conventions going on. Either it'll be at State Fair or and I think they putting that one in. It'll be in West Allis or it'll be like in New Berlin or something like that. But they didn't have like an official proper like big convention until what I found out today. There's a they call it Wisconsin Comic Convention. So I found that out today and looked in more to it that they're going to be in Milwaukee from June 28th to June 30th. So price is not that bad, and I say it's kind of like the same thing with the with the other like comic conventions like Wizard World. It's gonna be something like that. People probably dress up and cosplay and all that stuff. So that'd be one good thing to go see. So maybe if I can buy a costume, well, who knows if I'm going to buy a costume, but I know I need to get one before this coming Halloween because I already know who I'm going to be. But it just all depends like who I'm going to be. I'm not going to tell nobody yet. There's a few people that know that what I'm going to try to do for like Halloween, or I might end up having the costume early, but who knows? I'm probably going to look it up as soon as I'm done on here. So about this Comic Con, they have a few people lined up for who's coming so far, and I already know Hazel's is like gonna be up in line for one of them. It's the guy that played Darth Maul. He's gonna be there for 3 days. A couple other people's they're famous, but it's like I don't know them that well. There'd be like a, I know this one guy from the office. He's gonna be on there. Like I said, I heard about the show, but didn't even pay attention to it that much. And of course, a few like artists that's gonna be there too that they named so far. So also they got people that if they want to have a table on there, give them a call, or or they're gonna bring a guest in there that they're gonna plan out. So that would be something interesting. I just hope like somebody would bring like maybe like a famous wrestler or they get in the contract with WWE or Impact or Ring Honor or something like that. So hopefully they do something like that. And although it's gonna be like months to come before they bring like more people in, so we will see. And I think this is a company's like first year doing it because they doing San Francisco, they doing I believe Indiana. Yeah, they're doing that one. Like I said, I say San Francisco and Tampa Bay. They're doing that one there too, and they're going to do one here in Wisconsin in June. So it's going to be at the Wisconsin Center, June 28th through the 30th. They got different prices for like every week to go in and check out the areas. Like $30 for Friday, $40 for Saturday, and $30 for Sunday. And they got a $60 3-day pass they can buy for $60. So that'd be good to like use to go there for 3 days. I'm probably gonna do that myself, and of course maybe a few others, because I know some people still don't know about it as of yet. But hopefully they see this, they will now. But like I'm just excited ever since I heard about the news of like going there that I don't have to travel to go to a Comic Con convention that's gonna be so big like this. Because I went to Wizard World and I emailed them. It's like when they ever gonna come here in Milwaukee? They always go to Madison, but they never come here in Milwaukee. So and plus, they stop with promoting or having like WWE people in there, and they just do like with local, like not local, but like some wrestlers maybe from TNA, Ring of Honor, or wrestlers that's famous that were in WWE that's like now in the independent scene. They got them going on because their lineup that they had this past August with Wizard World, it wasn't that bad, but it's like they announced it the last minute, which was like weeks before the convention. And if they're gonna do something like that, my advice would be do it early, at least like a 3 month in advance to let people know like which wrestlers are you gonna have there, or they should already know or plan that, or at least plan it right now, like what wrestlers they're gonna bring in if they decide to do that. But if it's like a few big celebrities they're gonna have there, I wouldn't mind that either. Because one of the things is like we did had like put to have a convention at the Wisconsin Center, I think a few years back. It was called Awesome Con, but you had a decent lineup, but you only had like one wrestler to, that's gonna be there. Not and due to like not enough ticket sales because not a many there was not many like ooh and ah type of people that's gonna be there at the convention. So and I think there's a smart thing that this Wisconsin comic convention doing the smart thing and have it in June because it's the summer, and although baseball is gonna be going on around that, I already checked. Like they got the Brewers gonna be going on that day, but they can have like people can go there like during the day, and also Southern Fest gonna be going on around that too. So it's gonna be a lot of things to do around that time. But I think it's a I think the Wisconsin Comic Convention was very smart in doing this at that time. So I just say that was a smart move on their part, and hopefully, like I say, in weeks and months to come, they'll have more of a lineup. So I think it's wisconsinconventioncenter.com, I believe. But I do have the link on my Facebook page, so you look at the link, check it out, and look at the few people that they got coming so far. So this is just gonna be good. I'm just so excited about it. But like I said, y'all got any thoughts about it? Just hit me up on Facebook, or want to talk about like who should they add, or who you think is gonna cancel, or who's gonna be surprised and be there. And like I said, they also have like people that want to do a panel. If they want to have a panel, you're more than welcome to do that. Um, I know those are the main two things I wanted to talk about, but there's like other things I want to talk about. Although this will be a new year coming up this coming week, so if y'all did had a good holiday, like good Christmas, I'm glad you did, and Merry Christmas again. Um, I'm talking about a little bit more about wrestling because, of course, what was going on SmackDown and Raw and stuff like that. We'll get into that in a minute. But with Impact Wrestling now moving to a new station, like I just watched a little bit of some stories that people was talking about why TNA, non TNA, but Impact Wrestling is going to make this move to excuse me, jump to Summit TV, which is I never heard of that station. I don't even know if I even got it on satellite. It's the Summit channel, and the people at Anthem own like parts of that channel, so that's why they did this move. But I think it sucks they doing the move because we don't know if we have that on TV or not, and it's probably going to lose more ratings. Although their ratings were not that strong, but they maybe cut out. Only thing they did for like Impact for the past 2 weeks is show they did a look back at 2018, like some of the matches and stuff. And I think yesterday they had the number one match of the year or something like that showing on there, which I didn't get a chance to look at, but I probably will soon. Um, Up to Raw, only saw like the 90-minute edition that you see on Hulu. I didn't see the whole thing. Um, yeah, Bobby Lashley and Elias in the Miracle 34th Street match. That's what they call it. Um, you have somebody, but you have like Lashley landing on a bunch of Legos. They was using Legos for the place, which was kind of different. It's like, wow, they use Legos and it's like you thought thumbtacks and stuff hurt. You get a lot of stepping on Legos. Believe, excuse me. Believe me, you seen me do the Lego walk with with Hazel, which is just kind of crazy. Like ouch, 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 anything like that. Ronda Rousey and Natalia went off for the women's championship, and Ronda did retain. I'm trying to think of the other stuff that went on. Um, I think it was a triple threat match. Yeah, it was a triple threat match between Finn Balor, McIntyre, and Ziggler. I believe that I know McIntyre lost, and I think Finn Balor the one that won. So they're setting up for a steel cage match that's going to happen this Monday. Well, it's probably happening right now because they decided to do Monday Night Raw early on a Friday and SmackDown on a Saturday, so people can have like so the wrestlers can have like New Year's off. So the show's going on right now, and it's like I guess we'll be reading the spoilers as they popped up on wrestling sites. So there's a few more matches I can't even remember, but you get what I mean. But Raw did went to its very lowest rating of all this year. I think it was 1.77 million viewers that they had. Um, I don't know about SmackDown ratings. So I don't know about that yet, but I guess this change that the McMahon's were trying to do right now, um, it's not looking so good. Or but they did say up in the coming weeks and months there's going to be like changes. So I guess right now we just have to be patient. Are they going to do the move like like start next week, or are they going to actually do some of the moves, or they're actually going to do some of the moves like later on, or like I said, they can do some stuff on New Year's Day, put a couple of wrestlers on, then a few weeks later, put a couple more of them in there. They could do that. On SmackDown, they kind of spoiled it already, but I was like, I'd rather just watch it than read the spoilers. The one spoiler that I only heard about, which did happen, was Rusev versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States title, and Rusev won, so he's the new United States champion. Not much going on. They had our Truth and Carmella did like a segment, and Daniel Bryan came in, just just talking and looked like back and forth. So, excuse me, just eat too much celery and broccoli, which oh, but anyways, I guess they was going back and forth, and as some of y'all know from the TLC pay per view, Archer of Carmella got their own prospective Royal Rumbles. They got number 30. So I think in they teasing Daniel Bryan and R Truth, which could happen, and maybe we get our first African American champion. Then I don't know if they. I think if they decide to do this at WrestleMania, because right now it seems like the matches for WrestleMania are not set up yet. But maybe they're teasing the Dan Bryan and R Truth one and see how people will react. And I would say like good. Like, are you going to keep on doing a rematch with Bryan and AJ Styles? Because I know they're due for like at least like one more match. And if they have that at the Rumble, or Dan Bryan's gonna have a new opponent or not, we don't know. But there are predictions out there like who's gonna win the Royal Rumble. So I'm not gonna talk about that just yet. But it will be an opportunity for me to bring that up one day. Um. Anyways, sorry about that. Trying to put my house shoe on. But there's a lot of stuff that they can do this coming year just to surprise people and probably give the fans what they want. Or AJ and Nakamura again and probably give him the title. But there's a lot of scenarios right now, from right now all the way through WrestleMania, that they can do something with. And I think this probably be the first time that they set out like what's the WrestleMania's main event going to be, because right now they don't know. They don't know what's going to happen with the not European, but Universal Championship, or they don't know what's going to happen with the WWE Championship. I think either way, that we know right now that Daniel Bryan probably will be at WrestleMania with holding the title. He's going against somebody, maybe our Truth or something, but who knows? But that would be something, like our Truth been there for like so long, and I know although he still can go, although he's in his late 40s now, but the guy can still go. So we will see how they would do this and stuff. And oh yeah, Impact Homecoming is going to be not this Sunday, but next Sunday. So it will be interesting what they're going to do with that. They got Brian Cage and John Morrison going against each other for the title, and just a lot of stuff that's going on. Like Lucha Bros going against LAX for their tag titles. I think Eli Drake is going against Abyss. I think it's a Monsters Ball match. So they do got a lot of matches, and we'll see what they're gonna put on that show next Sunday. I probably will try to stream it somewhere right now because I'm not gonna pay that much for pay per view right now. So watch it and see how it is. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to talk about? Um, talk about that. Talk about that, and talk about that. But I think I'm just gonna maybe I can see some. Oh yeah. We can talk about the Chicago show that WWE had a few days ago, and also can talk about what in New York had a few days ago as well. So it's I think with the Madison Square Garden show, it was a decent turnout. It's not as bad as people think. They say it was like 11,000, and I think that place like holds like about 18,000, I believe, maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure, but them having like 11,000 people there at the MSG, it's not that bad as it seems. It may be like some empty upper level seats, but it's still a decent turnout. Now the Chicago one, they said it did real bad with like only like over 6,000 people attended to that. But and normally, in my opinion, like pay-per-views and house shows are the best because you don't get this much of talking. You get like more action, more fighting. So and house shows, I'm not saying like Raw and SmackDown don't be fun to go to or any other show is not fun to go to, but they are. But just my opinion, I think house shows and pay per view are the best. And plus, you can, you know, you send somebody, talk to them, talk to them a little bit about wrestling or watch the action, like, oh, wow, and be excited about it. Because I know here they having a house show on March 16th, and they having the Green Bay one the next day. Then they'll be in Chicago for Monday Night Raw after that. So I'm not going to get my ticket right away for the house show. I'm probably going to get it the last minute. But I guess I do want to talk about like how their seating prices are because I guess because you got like the end areas is like $20 and they got like scattered everywhere. They had some seats like on the upper level like going for $50 and it's like there's gonna be people that's not gonna be paying that much just to see you know see them and they sitting up there for $50 compared to the same price that's going on a lower level with the same price. So I think they need to do a price change. Not like maybe they have like the upper level be like 30, 20, 30, 20, and 40, not like $50 or anything like that. I think they should like at least change that scenario and change that outlook for where they see that. And of course, I think they need to change the pricing when it comes to seeing when people come, like when it comes to pay per views and things like that. I think that's one of the things they should change as well. Like, because the pricing on pay per view, of course, it was a lot, but you just thinking in the back of your mind is like, this is like too much. Again, I apologize. I'm just trying to get a few things out of here. Oh, okay. That's what that is. Okay, my apologies. So I think some of the price of the seating, some of it needs to change, and the seating charts and how they do it with pricing and stuff that needs to change. And I think they'll get more people coming because like the high prices and things like that is like if they're gonna pay like over $100 to see a show, make sure it's a good one for the fans because we all got different tastes of how we think the show is being good or being bad and stuff. So some people probably enjoy it. Like luckily a friend of mine had gave me his ticket to sit with him in the ringside. So I'm just thinking those prices is like kind of like higher than usual, and I'm thinking they should be a little bit lower. But I'm in that frame of mind right now. It's like I don't care where I sit at, as long as I'm seeing the show, and hopefully meet them before or after the show too, just to like get a photo and stuff. So with them, that's what my change would be. Although stuff that's going around here in Milwaukee with the buildings coming up and they're building a lot of stuff, the orchestra area, they're gonna be around. They're gonna be done by 2020. Then you got BMO Harris Bank making apartments and retail and stuff like that. That's gonna be done by the end of the year. And yeah, hotels and stuff just building around the area, and more hotels supposed to be around the Five Reform area, which they already did with the Hyatt, which opened last June, I believe. So you got a lot of stuff that's gonna be coming around the city, but that mall, sad, sad, sad. I'm sorry, but like the things they changing with the Grand Avenue, it just sucks. It doesn't have to be all of a food area, like the whole downstairs and maybe upstairs they might change some things, but who knows? But hopefully maybe it'll just be food and you got upstairs like stores and stuff like that. And, and I know they still working on that housing project on the other building, the Plankinton building they call it. Still got TJ Maxx and they still got that open space. They don't even know what they're gonna do with it just yet. And I guess they're just waiting on seeing if like it's gonna be a lot of traffic there. Maybe it'll be a Target or maybe a Walmart. Who knows? A Walmart downtown. Wouldn't that be something? But anyways, I'm just thinking like with the food thing, they're making a big mistake charging like these eateries on one floor, which they could be like high price too, and just crazy. So probably gonna see that open like the end of the year as well, in the next year, which they already been doing like fix ups and construction and stuff like that inside the mall. So the mall actually gonna close on the last day that mall's gonna be open is on February 28th, and they're gonna close that just to do that construction. Like I said, they said it's gonna be done by the end of the year, probably like beginning of 2020. But who knows? Maybe some stuff will happen that because I know we all want like the big WWE pay per views, like in the Royal Rumble Survivor Series or something or SummerSlam. But I believe within the next couple of years, like we probably gonna have a pay per view. Maybe, oh excuse me, I believe we might have a pay per view in 2020, but the bigger ones may come the year after that. So I know it sucks, but I think it sucks too. But just gotta be patient and see how it goes. And also, happy gonna see how things go is like y'all gotta come to shows if y'all want to see like more pay per views and stuff going on. So like this past Raw, like we did not do well. It was like mostly all the lower levels were almost full, and upstairs it was like about maybe like three sections open, and that was it. And there wasn't that much seating in the three sections either. So y'all support WWE or any other show that comes in, you got to sell out the place. They know how to bring NXT here because they know it will sell out. But my thing is, y'all, I gotta start supporting them. Like, go to the house show. You think they'll be good at house shows? Find out yourself. Or Oh, SmackDown ain't gonna be this good. Find out yourself. Or Raw ain't gonna be that good. Find out yourself. And I think like with people, like the fans in them is dying because they trying to be more like know-it-alls, like in a smart. Like, oh, this gonna happen. I'm not gonna go see that. Or oh, I know that's gonna happen. I know the results. I ain't gonna go see that. I think that's full of crap, and I think you guys should like, if you want to like, like actual wrestling and stuff like that. It's like the more people they get in the building, the more stuff they're gonna do. So if it's less people gonna be in the building, the less that they're gonna do. Like they're gonna do it more talking. They ain't gonna do it like matches because they gotta pay these people. Like WWE gotta pay these people too, because it's not just like trying to get revenue for them and things like that, but also get revenue for like having like maybe we'll have more matches if it was a sellout, or we'll have like Lex talking segments and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just think some of y'all need to be thinking about this and maybe just think better about it than anything. Well, I think that's pretty much it I'm going to talk about. I don't know the next time we're going to do wrestling tonight, maybe sometime next week. So maybe even tomorrow, who knows? Or maybe I'll do it on New Year's Day after the yeah, Legacy Pro Wrestling show. So I don't know. So we will, but I know we definitely going to do one next week. But it's just a matter of when. So follow me on follow me on Facebook and follow WFSO on Twitter, and also like us on Facebook as well. And follow my Instagram is ArtrellJ2000 for like maybe some more news and stuff that I will post on there as well. And check out our website, wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com, for like upcoming events and stuff like that. Like they're having the salute to wrestling. The Marquee Arrows are going to have that again. This time it's in late January. So this is interesting. So they're going to have Razor Ramon, Jeff Jarrett, Al Snow, and Gail Kim. So hopefully I'll get an opportunity to go to that. And I think what else is there to talk about? They got their Milwaukee World of Wheels coming up in February, but we don't know who's gonna be that WWE guest yet. But from the looks of it, from what I'm seeing, all of them, there's a possibility that it could be Roman Reigns. If it is, I'm definitely gonna go because he's probably one out of the three members of the show I haven't got yet. So hopefully, and praying that it's Roman Reigns that's gonna show up. Um, Also, like I said, if you want to post some news or write an article for the website, say get a hold of me or go to WFSO and like print it, like post it on our page or post it wherever, and we'll put it on the website, and you will get the credit for it because we will put your name on there to get that credit. Um, what else? I got a busy January coming up, so with like going to a couple of Bucks games, especially one that's gonna be New Year's Day. I'll be going to that, and also with I think it's like two more, yeah, three more, total of three games I'm going to for the Bucks game this coming month. So busy doing that, and also with the like a salute to wrestling that's going on in late January, the day before the Royal Rumble. So a lot of stuff that's gonna be going on next month. So like I said, look at the events for that. And also tomorrow, I'm going to put two new categories for the WFSO awards 2019. So we haven't decided how we're gonna give people their awards and how we're gonna do that just yet, because there's a lot of ideas we got throwing on our way, but we're not gonna tell you until July, not July, but January 27th. So y'all would know what's going on, what we're gonna do with that by then. So we probably gonna make a decision before then, but we ain't gonna release it until that time, on January 27th, when we celebrate our 10th anniversary of WFSO, and also having a viewing party of the Royal Rumble pay per view, which should be a good pay per view. You know, the Royal Rumbles, they always deliver, so we will see. Fingers crossed. So, and also, if you want to come here to see the pay per view with us, our information is up there on Facebook. Is it on? Go to the event page and look for WFSO Royal Rumble pay per view screening. So look for that. And I think that's pretty much it. Don't forget, we're sponsored by Lay's Potato Chips. Go get you some. And also down on sports, go to a location near you to get sports gear and sports items. And I think that should be pretty much it. And until next week sometime, y'all have a good one and thank you for watching. Good night.